safe to say that I love video games. I love I love them. I love it. I've been playing video games since I was maybe around 5 years old. Quite a long time. My very first console was the Nintendo 64. And well, I've been playing video games ever since. Like the first picture of me playing a video game was with my cousin Cheryl and my cousin Steven at my grandmother's house back in my hometown. And I guess that's where I got the bug to play video games. And I loved it ever since. Excuse me. I love reading about the new games coming out. I love reading about the technical side of it. I love playing it and wanting to see the new stuff that's come out to see how it gets better and better and better, man. I guess you could say I'm a gamer. Just like you. Fast forward to now. I still love it. God, I still love it. It's still a passion of mine. I know that if my ass could not even try to make video games, I know sure as hell well that I can damn sure talk about them. Just like how I do in sports. Yeah, my tracker model's messing up. I don't know why that's the case, but uh, it's just safe to say that I do love video games. It's a part of me. I can't help that. From the Nintendo 64 to the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo GameCube, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the original Xbox, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, which I still got in my room, the Xbox 360, which I got right here. I am going to try to find a copy of Test Drive 2 Unlimited and try to play that. I'm going to try to. Don't hold me to it, but I am trying. I am trying. I'm looking for a copy. A cheat copy that works. I'm looking for it. Don't worry. And also the new stuff. But the thing is, man, I feel like gaming is dead. Part of me feels like because it's not like how we used to be back in the day. Like when a video game comes out back in the day, you only get like maybe one chance to even make an impression on people, and if that doesn't work, then you're better off canceling the entire series. Like if the game does well, then and if the demand for it is like extravagantly like called for by the fans, then most likely the publishers, the game publishers, the systems, or whoever will make another installation to that series. And if that does well, then probably make a third one. That's how it used to be. Nowadays, you can make a video game that could be an absolute shit AAA title, and no matter what, if it does good or if it does bad, it'll get another game come out. For instance, FIFA, the FIFA series, or in this case, let's try Madden because I'm more familiar with the Madden series. I used to play the fuck out of the Madden series. The first one was Madden 99 for the Nintendo GameCube. And I always would pick the Falcons in the Georgia Dome. Lord, I miss the Georgia Dome so damn much. Seriously. The first time I went to the Georgia Dome was for the Atlanta Football Classic. It was FAMU versus LSU. Me and two of my cousins and my aunt. We was up in the upper decks, the cheap seats, looking down on everybody in the field, man. God, I miss that dome. I love it too. I miss it. But I was with the Atlanta Falcons. I was always trying my best to make it to a Super Bowl, and eventually we did. And Lord have mercy, I put on the hardest difficulty, and I shouldn't have never done it that way. because I done borrowed like 2 controllers playing that game. But anywho, the Madden series, that was the best football, like the best football simulation game that you could ever play on the market. You know it, I know it. Everybody that has played it back in the day when I was around, or even beforehand, because I think the Madden series was like started back in the, I want to say late '80s, early '90s till now. Now, and also in the 2000s, mid 2000s, they had started the NCAA thing, that to where you can also, to where you could port your college draft class to Madden, which is the coolest thing ever. Like I could have like a Heisman winning trophy team from a top tier SEC or ACC team or whatever conference school or created school that I've made up to an NFL team, which when lead them to the Super Bowl, which will always be the coolest fucking thing. Unfortunately, when you're the only football game in the market, and you're completely taken over the entire market for football games, you get stale, you get complacent, you just get boring. And well, that's what happened for the past 3 decades now. 2 decades at this point, 2.5 decades since the last installment of a football game, a true simulation football game, NBA, NFL 2K, which by far, I will say this, blew out, continue to blow out any Madden game that EA could ever come up with. I'm sorry, if you give me the old Sega Sports NFL 2K with Terrell Owens on it than the current Madden now, I'm sorry. I will always pick the NFL 2K for the Dreamcast. NFL 2K for the Dreamcast, the original Xbox, or did it also go on the GameCube also? Was it also on the GameCube? Holy shit, I don't remember. Anywho, like, give me NFL 2K over any Madden that's been made from 2014, 2015, let's say 2015 to now. I will pick NFL 2K over what Madden from 2016 to now. Because EA got complacent. EA has gotten lazy. EA has gotten to the point where that you don't even need to make a good decent game for the offline shit. It's all about the football ultimate teams, the Madden ultimate teams. Same thing with the FIFA series, which is now the EAFC series now, because they can't retain their FIFA license. And we'll figure out what's going to go on with the EAFC in July. April, May, July. So that's in about 2 months. I bet that's going to be a cookie cutter sort of thing. Same thing with the EA series, man. I don't have any trust in it. But like the dumbass that I am, I probably will buy it. Let's just face it, because I'm a sucker for it. I love trash. I love trash ass games. I can't help it. Lord have mercy. It. Well, getting back to the main topic, it feels like gaming has just gotten stale. It feels like it's just stale, and I can't help that. But when you have developers that are so stuck in their ways of being absolute trash, or you have developers disrespecting your fan base, your main clientele, or you have some smart aleck on social media attacking the fans or whatever. Like it's like, what makes you think that motherfuckers are just gonna buy your game and stuff? I'm sorry, but I think gaming should really just go back to the old ways. Like, if the game is good, like genuinely good, then yeah, people will buy it. People will go ahead and give you their money, try it, and it'll be it. That'll be it. And it all depends if there's a high enough demand for a game for it to have a second installment. It should not be like a constant, oh, let's just go ahead and make year after year after year after year after year. Because we've seen it already when it comes to sports games. When it comes to sports franchises, there's going to be one year after year after year after year after year. NBA, NFL, soccer, FIFA, NHL. Like, speaking of NHL, holy shit. What the fuck is going on with that? Like, NHL 23 is just a copy and paste. Well, I say that with everything. Same thing with FIFA. It's just like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Here's some new features for FIFA. This. Okay, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste with the roster update. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's just gotten boring. And if you're not into sports, just take a look at everything else. Take a look at the current market. It doesn't feel like there's any good games coming out. Like, on my Steam list, I got some games that I had on console that I want to get. Also, a couple of new games that are coming out later this year or sometime in the I would say in the middle of the year, but we straight up in the middle of the year. Like, we're in April. Like, April's almost done, so next month will be May. The one game I'm looking forward to, well, two games to be exact, is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which is supposed to come out sometime. Well, okay, three games, because I know one is coming out on Game Pass. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which is supposed to come out sometime during the holiday season. So let's say October, November, or December, late during the year. Starfield, and let me say this, I don't have any trust in Bethesda. I have zero trust in Bethesda. Zero. I have zero trust in Bethesda. After that Fallout 76 shit, I have zero trust in that. And let's see, Test Drive, Starfield. Yeah, that. Oh, I just lost it. What was that one? Undisputed on Steam. That's it. A boxing game, and we haven't had a boxing game in like what, 2 decades since Fight Night Champion. And let me just say this: holy shit! How the fuck do you get Jack Johnson looking like a straight up creative fighter? That and Rocky Marciano, like that dude look like nothing like no Rocky Marciano. Like, I bought the Rocky Marciano thing for EA maybe like a couple years ago, and that thing don't look like no Rocky Marciano. I'm not even gonna get into the UFC stuff. I'm not about to get into that because that maybe comes out maybe once every 3 or 4 years. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. And UFC 3, what was that? UFC 3? UFC 4? Hold up. Because I had pre-ordered that junk, and I really wish I didn't. Is that it right there on my desk? No, that's fucking 2K15. God damn. I can't even find it now. Holy shit. I can't even find it. I think it was UFC 4. UFC 4, I think it is. UFC 4. And that got old like soon as you got off the career mode. I played a couple matches online. I think I won like maybe like two, maybe 3. But let's face it, I'm not that good of an online fighter to be playing UFC. Hell, I'm not even a good fighter to play Fight Night, and people be cheesing on that shit too. I mean, I really kind of wish I did get like Solar Crown the Xbox or on Steam when I had first ooh when I had first heard of it. I really wish I would have got it on a console and on Steam. But then again, I didn't have a laptop to use Steam, a decent one to use a decent laptop to use the game on Steam. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I just want to get something on here to, just talk about, clear my chest. But I really do feel like there's like the gaming industry, like in the whole, it just feels like it's stale, like it's boring. Like I might get maybe one or two games, and I just got 2K23, WWE 2K23, and as soon as I'm able to, maybe one of those two games that I mentioned, well, one of the three games, but I know one is going to be on Game Pass, so I'm not going to get that anytime soon. But okay, the two games I mentioned out of the three, I might get one of the two games later on in the season if it comes out the way it is, if it's still on track. But That's all I wanted to talk about. Maybe it's just me that feels like the games that are coming out has just gotten stale. Maybe it's just me. What about you guys? Do you think it's gotten stale? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all have a good one. I'll be streaming 8 o'clock p.m. EST. I guess we'll play some more Max Payne. So yeah, see you then. Later.